Our favorite time is rolled around once again. This week's Pet of the Week features a dog from Water's Edge Great Dane Rescue. Joining us is Jay Benbrook, volunteer with the organization, and he's brought Dave, a 3.5-month-old Great Dane, and his new co-star, Miss Bristol Benbrook. Thank you all for being with us.
Thanks for having us.
Bristol, it's so great to meet you. Tell me, how do you enjoy being around these Great Danes all the time?
They're big. They're cute.
They are, aren't they? Now, Ben, tell us a little bit more about Dave. He's huge.
Yeah, Dave's a 3.5-month-old, and he's about 50 pounds. He came to us from a situation where they didn't realize how big he was going to be getting and had a young child, so they needed to place him before he got too old. So we were fortunate enough to help him out and bring him into rescue.
You know, we never give away a girl's weight or her age, but in this case, Miss Bristol, she's 8 years old and she's about 45 pounds. How much does Dave weigh?
Dave's about 50 pounds.
Woo!
So he's surpassing her.
Very quickly. At Bristol, when you walk around with these Great Danes, the full-grown ones, how high do they come up on you?
About to my weight.
Yeah, a little above her waist.
Gosh, they're like little horses. So to adopt a Great Dane, what is the perfect home? What's the perfect family situation for these dogs, Ben?
Well, there's not necessarily a perfect situation, but, someone that has got a fenced yard so they have a place to be able to run and get some activity time. But they like to be inside with you. So if you're able to take them for walks, even living in an apartment, it makes an ideal situation for them. Because after walks, they kind of, like I said, always want to be where you're at and doing what you're doing. So it makes it a pretty easy fit, regardless of where you're living at.
And I remember us talking about this, about how much a full-grown, an adult Great Dane tends to eat. And you say approximately 8 cups of food a day. But when they're growing up and they're still puppies, what's the recommended amount of food? And what kind of food is best for them?
Well, we feed anything that is all natural. So you don't want to have any byproducts or dyes or anything like that in your food. So we definitely are strict on all natural food. And the puppies, they vary just depending on how fast they're growing and if there's other ones with them or not. But, it's kind of the same ratio. It's 6-8 cups like a day. Sometimes it's going to be more. It's what fits their needs the best.
And I just want to point out, so Dave, he is 3.5 months old, but look at how calm he is. These dogs, anytime you've ever brought them into the studio, anytime I've ever seen one, they're just such calm, sweet dogs. I love it.
Yeah, for the most part, they're laid back. That gentle giant term really fits them well. So it's, of course we get our occasional crazies, but for the most part, they're all pretty laid back.
Definitely. All right, you had a 3rd annual oyster roast just a few days ago. How did that go?
It was fantastic. Yeah, we want to thank Montana's for hosting us out there and everyone that sponsored and all our volunteers. We can't do it without them. It takes an army to do what we do, and everybody gives their time and doesn't ask for anything. So we really, really appreciate it. And it was a really great boost for our medical fund, since we hadn't been able to do anything since last year. So we're looking forward to this year being able to do some more events and participate in other events that'll be going on throughout the Low Country this coming summer.
That's great. It takes money, honey, and you do a wonderful job over there at the Great Dane Rescue. And we're going to give the information for our viewers if they want to either adopt or contribute in some way. Thank you so much for joining us, Bristol. You did a fantastic job. It was good to meet you.
Good to meet you too.
We're back after this.